Hi there, my name is Neil Robinson. I'm the sales manager here at Storth Machinery. Keris and I have just taken a little bit of time out today to walk you through our tank wall mixer. So it's the entry-level mixer for our mixer range, and the tank wall mixer is available for concrete tanks, steel tanks, and it doesn't necessarily matter whether that is a Storth tank or another brand of tank. You can see it's fully galvanized and available with either a 650 propeller, which is on here now, or a 600mm propeller. The legs, as you can see, are adjustable, so the legs splay in and out. So we have 6 legs in total. We've got these on either side which splay in and splay out, and then we've got a steady one as well. So those won't bolt into the fixed concrete platform that you'll make and roll bolted down. If we look at the end here, we've got 540 PTO shaft input, and that wants to be a shear bolted PTO shaft. With a chain here that fixes to the tractor. Basically for the CE or for the UK CE marking, we have to put a chain on there. Often the tractor is left alone with the machine running, so it just ensures if there is an issue with the tractor handbrake, it stops the tractor running in a way and the shaft splitting and causing damage. So we run through as with the Lagoon mixers with a 2-inch shaft, and we'll come to the bottom end in a minute, but that has the standard rubber bearing. So here we've got the bearing that holds the 50mm shaft this end, and again the rubber seal behind that. Now the rubber seal stops the slurry coming out of the store and leaking out the front here. And as you can see here we've got 2 grease nipples on here. The first one is the standard one, and the second is one that Storth apply, and basically that fills the chamber. You can see the outlet for that there. That fills the chamber between the shaft there at the back of the bearing and where our rubber seal goes with grease. That needs greasing almost more than the standard bearing needs greasing, because the grease protects this rubber seal and looks after this rubber seal. And you can see there behind the galvanized guard there, you've got 2 points for getting in there and for greasing. So further down the shaft, moves down the shaft. There's no support down the shaft until we reach the end here. And at the end here, we have our standard Storth rubber bearing. And that sits around in this housing here, and the shaft passes through the middle. And as you can see, it's got teeth wedged out of it, so that as the shaft turns within there, slurry passes through here and down these bits here and lubricates that shaft and the bearing. So basically we're using the slurry as a lubricator. Here you go. If you buy the tank wall mixer, you can see you get the sealant and the bolts with it. And then we also have then a plate for the external part of the tank, and then a separate plate for the internal with 2 rubbers there. So we're sealing everything in. We do not want this tank leaking. Moving to the end, we mentioned there's 2 different propellers. Now both of the propellers are bolt on. This is a 650 that's fitted here. This one on the floor is a 600, and for those of you that are BDI, you'll notice that this is a weld-on propeller, not a bolt-on. It was just what I had available as an example. So the 600mm propeller basically is for lagoons that are around about 250,000 gallons, so 1200 cube, with up to a maximum diameter of 50 meters, 50 foot. And you're looking at horsepower sort of 67, and traditionally that's what we sold a lot of. But tanks are getting bigger and tractors are getting bigger, so our market's really moving from the 600 to the 650mm propeller. Now you're looking at 120 horsepower there. It'll do about a 300,000 gallon or a 1400 cube store, and diameter wise anything up to 21 meters, 70 foot. So it gives you a bit of an idea of the 2 tanks and the 2 propellers and their capacities. Just moving back down the tank, you'll also then the mixer, then you'll notice, as with everything that we do, you've got on here a operator's manual, so a CE and UK CA marked. We've got all the parts on the shelf. All the safety instructions are in there. And if you want to know more about the tank wall mixer, please feel free to give me or the sales team a call. Thank you very much.